All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for tuning into the Rich CELENZA show. So, what I'm going to get into today is me finally jumping in and having to go after sponsors or advertisers for probably my YouTube page and my podcast, which I have people that sponsor me or send me things who I love very much. One, if you've watched any of my videos, and I think I've talked about them on my podcast, Strong Arm Sports. Old friend of mine, love that brand, and I show off a lot of his stuff. And now that I'm getting a lot more, I guess you could say action, there's no question. I'm almost at 1,000 followers for my YouTube, which is pretty cool. I like that. And my podcast numbers are doing pretty decent as well, especially for me just talking into them. And I've been doing both of them for a couple years. I think I have like 13,000 followers, subscribers across the board for my social media platforms. And I'm not really an Instagram guy, so a lot of that actually is Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. I got a pretty good following there, and YouTube. But I really had to decide, I have always, I really never liked sponsors or advertisers because I don't ever like to be told what to do, nor would I be told what to do. And that's where there's a confusing thing with me a lot of times. But I do like a lot of products. But I do hate watching commercials or listening to other people's bullshit about products that I'm not interested in. And I think a lot of people are like this. I'm always kind of torn. And even product placement. I remember I went and when I was making my films, I went to a big product placement meeting in Chicago. That you learn about product placement, and then they had people you can reach out to, a lot of different companies, which included, was there smoking in there? I think maybe some smoking brands, independent, but a lot of liquor, soft drinks, different places you could shoot at, different type of clothing companies, one that actually even was involved with The Sopranos, and even technology-wise, you could throw in the film. They would give it to you. I went through that with some sniper-style guns. The guys just sent me thousands of dollars. I reached out to them, and they weren't real to a certain. I guess they were real, but whatever. They make it so it doesn't real, but they look like these. Actually, I was looking for rifles that had snipers on them, which was really cool. They just said, take it, and when you're done, give it back. They trusted me, and I did send it back, and it was so nice of them because it really changed the dynamic of the film for me, because it would have cost a lot of money to buy them, and I didn't have access to them in Chicago. But so what was interesting is I didn't want to do the product placement thing. I just, I want to use certain music, but I'm like, I'm not getting involved. If I don't drink that or we don't smoke that, I just want to be always as authentic to my brand as possible, which I'm going to do a podcast on that. But I do think it's at the point where I do want to start making some money to keep this going and start taking things to the next level. I think I have to. And a lot of times you're like, no, just keep it the same way it is. Well, I want to start reaching a lot more people. And if I want to keep doing this more, because it's consuming a lot of my time, and it's COVID, so I've had the time. But I got to start taking things to the next level. And back again to what I've done throughout my life, I never really liked sponsors or advertisers again, unless if somebody did something for me, I would just do it for free. And that's usually how I always do it. So even Strong Arm Sports, he sends me my fitness wear. He loves doing that, and I love giving him the exposure for sure. But it's not like, hey, you got to pay me to wear your stuff, nor does he charge me. But, I have others as well that send me stuff, and if I like it, I'll showcase it. If not, I won't. And I'll showcase stuff, I think sometimes even on my YouTube channel. I just did a beard head trimming one, like a Schlick razor. Like, I love that razor. It's affordable. Same with Wall, the razor for that as well, the hair trimmer. I like kind of showing off brands that I like, not necessarily because of money, because I believe in the product. But I think I can hopefully find something where it works for me and someone else. And I'm going to actually stay as true to my brand as possible. It's not like something I'm going to be putting or trying to get sponsors or advertisers or whatever you're going to say that don't fit what I believe in or what I use, or I'm not behind. I'm just not that type of person. Now, maybe, I don't know, if somebody offered me $1 million to say, hey, buy these, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, who the hell knows? If I need the money, I'm going to probably do it. But for the most part, I'm going to always try to stay as loyal as I can to who I am and what I believe in. If you watch me on Facebook or Instagram or anything else, a lot of times I really love my local spots, and all over North America. I've also did videos on all my favorite restaurants, gyms, coffee houses, smoothie spots, and resale consignment stores. I would go in and shoot them. Some would even get mad at me because I didn't have the rights to do it, but they knew me, a lot of them, and they knew I had the best intentions, and I was just there to show off their brand. That's kind of how I started my YouTube channel, truthfully, was just kind of showing off what I love doing and where I'm doing it. And I've been now through COVID in Orlando for almost a year now, and I've kind of been doing the same thing, but not over the top with Orlando, because I've been here for most of my life. But I didn't want to look like a tour guide, hypothetically, even though there's a lot of things. But if I like going to McDonald's, hypothetically, I may do a video on there. I may actually shortly, because I do like McDonald's, and people kind of laugh at me with that. Besides saying, oh, I love Portillo's because I'm from Chicago, and I've done, I think, almost most of the Portillo's in each state. Not in Chicago, there's so many of them. But there's a couple other states I haven't. But like, say I've done Portillo's in videos that I like, the one in Bonaparte, California. Then I'm in Scottsdale and Tempe, Arizona. Obviously, I don't think I've done a Portillo's in Chicago, which is quite interesting. I've done the one in Brandon, Florida. So I have done a lot of different things in Florida that I love as well. But I love local spots. Again, I've been doing new coffee houses locally, cigar shops. I love kind of, I think, helping others without ever having anything else, because I think if I go to a place that already offers me, let's say, great coffee. I found a new place yesterday that's right around the block from my house. They already give me great coffee. I want to pay for that coffee. It's not like I feel like I have to market them even to another level or check in and show them off, but I do that because I appreciate them. So I just want to do a quick podcast on this, so I want you to be aware of that. And if you know of anybody that might be interested that fits within my brand, which is kind of, I know at certain times kind of rough, my language could be rough, it's kind of a no-nonsense type platform. Even on my YouTube, I F-bomb or say fuck, I don't care. I don't fear saying whatever I feel like saying when I want to say it. And I also feel like, whatever video I feel like talking or doing, I'm going to do. So, but if you know people may be interested, let me know. And if you're a fan, or not even, I don't want to make it sound like I'm, not if you're a fanboy or girl, but if you're somebody that has something that would like for me to showcase, and you don't have money, hypothetically, and I'm not worried about that, or you could send me something you want me to, take a look at, and if I'm down with it, I would definitely love to help people on that level as well. So don't think it's just about money. It could be a product. It could be something you're working on, to a certain degree. I love reading, so I get a lot of books sent my way. I used to get a lot of scripts. I used to read literally hundreds of scripts. A lot of things that if you want me to check it out. Now, if it's too, I'm not going to sit here, just so we're clear here, I get a lot of these on LinkedIn's, me going over certain things that have no interest in me. And I don't mean to be an asshole, but it could be me kind of marketing something that you're pitching that I don't know enough about, or I don't know enough about you. It could be something more or less like programs or something like that. I'll look through them for you, there's no question, but don't think that necessarily I'm going to also back something that I haven't experienced or that I don't know enough about. So I just want to be clear on that. But I definitely love helping people. And also, if you are an establishment that wants me to come and check it out, again, I'm not asking you for a free dinner or any bullshit or free coffee. I'm the dude who hates anything free. But if I do go to a place and you want me to go to it, I will check it out. I will pay for it. You don't get caught up in that shit. I think the last time I really accepted anything free was, I think it was from Joe Lee, actually, with Seasons 52, the president of Darden. And one time we used to hang out, sometimes do burgers, go to Christini's, and he handed me 4 tickets, I think, for 4 different days to go there to Seasons with up to 6 people, and I could eat whatever I want. Now, I'm very appreciative. He passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Very nice. But I'm not a guy who's out looking for a lot of free shit, that I can assure you. So I just want to be clear on that as well. And I'm going to wrap it up there. So If you get a chance, check out my YouTube channel. A lot of different stuff on there. I deal with a lot of fitness too, if you like that. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, like I was saying earlier. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. I love communicating with people. I don't care what age you are, as long as you're over 18. I mean, respectively, I don't want, I do get hit up by younger people. It seems like my age demographic, from what it looks like, is 18 to like 35. Actually, it's like 18 to 25 or 28 or that's like 50%. 18 to like, what is it, 35 or whatever. It's like 75% male in that age demographic. So you young people out there, I'm down with you. I want to help protect you. I don't want you to get taken advantage of. All right. So, and if you're older and getting taken advantage of, I don't want that either. But I definitely want to protect younger people and try to help them not make the same mistakes I made throughout my life. It's very important to look after everyone. All right? All right. Take care, and I wish all you nothing but the best.